Hello, everybody. My name is Bad Bubba Brewer, and you are listening to the Triple B Black and Gold Dynasty. We might change the name after a while. I don't know. Change the logos. Who knows? But, ladies and gentlemen, in the Steeler universe, there has a lot of stuff going on this week. A lot of stuff, and that's why I wanted to get it out now before I actually forgot it. So, if you guys can bear in mind and bear with me, I'm going to try to get you all the Steelers signings of this week and what is going on in the Steelers universe, because it is the most productive free agency signing that I have ever seen. It's been the hottest week for the Steelers to sign a lot of these players, and they filled a lot of needs this week. So I'm going to be going through that, and we're going to talk, and hopefully some people jump on. But I'm going to try to do a Steeler episode weekly. I'm going to give it a try with all the material that I have. This week there's a lot of material, and I just want to get into it because free agency started this week. But also before that, the Steelers were awarded fourth pick in a compensatory pick, 33rd in the fourth round. That is due to people leaving and not getting what they needed to in when they left. So the Steelers are actually getting the fourth pick of a compensatory round. And you know what I mean? So they need all the picks they can get, because this already has been the most crazy offseason I've ever seen in my entire life. And I don't know how crazy it's going to get. Maybe the Steelers have signed everybody they needed to sign, but there's still a lot of holes left over, ladies and gentlemen. So the Pittsburgh Steelers named Isaac Williams as their new assistant offensive line coach. They signed him this week. He spent some time in the college realm. He most recently was with the North Carolina Central University offensive line coach of last year. So, hey, Bubba Jackson, how you doing? Thanks for tuning in. I know it's Friday night. I know people got stuff to do, but there is a lot of Steeler talk to go through here on the Triple B Black and Gold Dynasty. So, and also the Steelers, with the retirement of Big Ben Roethlisberger, we needed a quarterback. Was we going to get one in the draft? That is still up to debate. I don't know. And we're going to get into that when we do our mock draft, which is coming up very, very soon. But also the Pittsburgh Steelers this week signed quarterback Mitch Trubisky for a 2-year contract. He was the second pick overall in 2017. He recently was playing with the Buffalo Bills. He was behind Josh Allen. He was never going to get in unless barring injury. He was 29-21 as a Bears starter. He was 11-3, mind you, guys. He was 11-3 as a Chicago Bears starter. Okay, so Mason Rudolph before this was looking to be the starter for the Steelers. He's going to compete for, hey, Sean, how you doing? He's going to compete for the starting quarterback role, but I believe Mitch Trubisky, I've been talking about him for weeks. I believe Mitch Trubisky's going to win it, and he's going to be our starting quarterback in the AFC North, which that division is just now, ladies and gentlemen, since Deshaun Watson got signed by the Cleveland Browns, you got Deshaun Watson, you got Burrows, you got Lamar Jackson. So Mitch Trubisky's going to have to do something. Hey, Tyler, how you doing? Congratulations on your wedding. They have to do something. I don't know what they're going to do with maybe ball control and maybe run the ball in the AFC North. But the Cleveland Browns have spent $200 and some million as of today to sign Deshaun Jackson and his 22 multiple counts of whatever. I wouldn't touch that with a 100-foot pole. So Mitch Trubisky in his career has threw for 10,652 yards. Okay. he's a lot mobile than Ben. I'll give you that, but he's not Ben Roethlisberger, and we're gonna have to do a little bit after Ben. It's going to be very hard. It's going to be a hard pill for me to swallow. He had 64 touchdowns and he had 38 interceptions. So, I mean, he's already an upgrade from Mason Rudolph. I mean, poor Mason Rudolph lost the starting Steeler job as far as I can see, and he lost his girlfriend. Boy, that's a crappy it's been a crappy week for him. Okay, but we also, and he's going to be number 10. Number 10. So hopefully it's a splash. Hey, Larry, how you doing? Thanks for tuning in, guys. Larry from Pro Wrestling Extreme Talk. Welcome to the Triple B Dynasty Black and Gold edition. Hey, Louie, how you doing? Now, we also signed Mason Cole, Cardinals, and Vikings. He made both starts at guard and center. He had 39 games where he started, and we needed to solidify some of our offensive line. Our offensive line is a big hole of last year, even though Najee Harris got over 1,200 yards, but our offensive line couldn't block a junior high football game. Okay, so they're making some upgrades, ladies and gentlemen. And if you're a Steeler fan and you're not happy with these upgrades, I don't know what to tell you, because the Pittsburgh Steelers don't do a lot of signing in free agency. They don't do this. This is not the standard here, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, we also got offensive guard James Daniels from the Chicago Bears, who played under Mitch Trubisky, through a 3-year deal for $26.5 million. He started 48 games, and he worked both center and guard. So I believe Daniels will be a starter. I don't know what Kendrick Green's going to be doing, but he's going to have to step it up. That's just, there's no doubt about it. The offensive line players from last year will have to step it up. Hopefully, we got the coaching that can get them. You know, we can get some running, and Najee doesn't have to get 4 yards on his own, which that's what happened last year. He would get half a yard with the offensive line and 3.5 to 4 on his own, which was total bullshit anyway, in my eyes of being a Steeler fan, especially when the Steelers. Hey, Troy Fritz, how you doing? I'm glad. I want to tell you, thank you for taking James Washington. Hopefully he'll do something for you, because he didn't do anything for us. I just didn't know if he could click with Ben, and I don't know what happened. So he's back in his home state. So I like the Daniel signing too, Larry. I love all our signings so far. I am not bummed out at all. So actually, we signed also cornerback Levi Wallace from Buffalo. We needed a cornerback, and we got one. Everybody that we needed in these positions, we needed and we got. So if you Steeler fans are upset about this, what the hell is seriously wrong with you? Because, you know, that's right, Lou. This is the most signings I ever seen in my lifetime too. And I want to give Mitch a chance also. But Levi Wallace got a 2-year deal worth $8 million, former teammate of Mika Fitzpatrick in Alabama. So that's cool. I like Pittsburgh signings too, Troy. I do. I absolutely, Larry. All good signings. And I thank all you guys for tuning in to the Triple B Black and Gold Dynasty Steeler Talk, because that's all I'm talking about is Steelers. Steelers throughout this whole season. So there was a lot of stuff to get through. How do I feel about losing 3 receivers, Tyler? I'm okay with that, because I'm going to get into that, because that's part of my what I'm trying to do. I'm okay with that, because I just think, hey, John, hey, Barry, thanks for tuning in. And I'm going to try to get through these signings that we got, and I'm going to go into that, Tyler, very soon. So we actually got linebacker Miles Jack from the Jacksonville Jaguars, and this guy is a tackle machine, and we need to stuff up the middle. And thank God, because see you later, Joe Sherbert. See you later. Take care. Hey, Beth from Florida. How you doing? I'm happy with Wallace too. So he got a $16 million 2-year deal. The Jags is just, it's a barn sale down there in Jacksonville, and I'll take it. and he wanted to become a Steelers because he liked how Mike Tomlin was a coach, and honestly, he probably wants to win. I'm not a big Tomlin fan, but he's never had a losing season. So, Miles Jack, hopefully you don't have a losing season and you can wrap up. Hey, Matt, thanks for tuning in. Hey, Nate, thanks for tuning in. But also, as of today, ladies and gentlemen, we've got kick returner and receiver, and I love the name. I love the name, Gunner Oslowski. Oslowski, it doesn't matter. He's going to be a gunner to me because I'm going to fuck up his name till doomsday. So he's going to be a gunner because he's taken over for Ray McLeod because Ray was not a very good kick returner or a punt returner. So those are the signings that we got, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm happy, and we still have a little bit of money left. We still have a little bit of money left because we re-signed these Steelers, okay? Yeah, John, Jack is a good pickup. So he's a nice pickup, John. Okay, we re-signed these Steelers that I know of, that I written down on my lovely tablet because I like to do all the legwork here on the Triple B Black and Gold Dynasty. I do a lot of legwork. I do. Bub, always have a pleasure. Your Steelers feedback. Love the Miles signing. Thank you so much, Nate. And I appreciate everybody for tuning in because I want to make this bigger and better. So, I mean, it might not have the same name. It might have the same name. Like I said, the logos could come and go. You know, we're getting better. Actually, Mav has got some stuff that he's trying to make a little better. And we'll see. And Ray who? Exactly, Larry. But we got to these Steelers that are re-signed. Dwayne Haskins re-signed. Hey, we've got two number one quarterbacks under the Steelers now, and I don't know if I've ever seen this. We got cornerback Arthur Millette. He signed. We got cornerback Miles Kennebrew signed. Those guys are good for depth and good for special teams, and we need a lot of depth because, A, when people get hurt, our depth killed us last year. Okay, we have offensive tackle. He signed a big 3-year, like $26 million. I don't know. This might be the only whatever, but this guy is young, and if he could get his head to make the blocks, you know, Chukwuma Ofaka. Chooks, that's what I'm calling him. Chooks. 3-year deal. Maybe he could get better. Maybe he could get we need depth. He's still young. I think he's 24 or 25. You just can't let guys like that go. Okay. And then we just signed quarterback Akila Witherspoon, which actually led the team in interceptions last year. So I am happy. I mean, on paper, ladies and gentlemen, I'm happy. I just know we cut Zach Banner, good for the community, but never recovered from his injury. And we cut, which I didn't think I thought he was going to bring somebody when he came from Jacksonville, Joe Sherbert. Okay, we cut. That's the only two people I know that we cut. No big losses, and Sherbert's salary was like $9 million to the cap, I believe. So hopefully we can get something. Now, Tyler, to your stuff here, we lost in less than 24 hours, Steeler fans. We lost Ray McLeod to the 49ers, which is no big loss. They must have been high out there in crystal meth or something to sign Ray McLeod for 2 years. We lost Juju Smith-Schuster, okay, Mr. TikTok himself, to the Kansas City Chiefs. Last year he was going to go to the Chiefs. He didn't go. You know what? Thank you for your service, Juju. I was commendable when you came out and hey, Mr. Taylor. Okay, I guess Daniels is a cat lover and he's good for Chris Taylor. Hey, Chris, if he's good for you, he's good for me, brother. So I just think that Juju, you know, can go TikTok with Pat Mahomes' brother. Nick can hang out. I think he got a 1-year deal for over 10, and the Steelers didn't even offer him anything. So what does that tell you, ladies and gentlemen? Pittsburgh is rehashing their receivers, and it's dollar day. And also James Washington, the Troy Fritzes, to the Cowboys, America's team, which is not America's team. America's team is the team I'm talking about, the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm sorry to tell you that, Troy, but it's the truth. America's team is the Pittsburgh Steelers, the greatest football dynasty of all time. That's why the show is named that, Troy. I'm sorry, but that's just the way it is. James Washington goes to the Cowboys. So we lost 3 receivers in 24 hours. So what do the Steelers do on this first pick? I don't know. Well, thanks for laughing, Troy. I'm going to say right now, since we lost 3 receivers, I believe we're going to we need a speedster. If we could get a 4.3 guy running the ball in pass patterns, we're picking them up. But I also want to see some defense. I want some defensive line help. I love that dude from Georgia. Yes, he is Mr. Butterfingers. So, but what I want to say and what I want to try to do all year is I want to try to do these episodes, like have a pregame, and I want to bring some fans on. I want to make it more fan friendly. I just want to people to enjoy the Steelers through me, the passion that I have about the Pittsburgh Steelers, and hopefully you guys will like and share and subscribe to the Triple B Experience, where this show will be on. But I wanted to get it done tonight because there were so many signings, and I don't know what tomorrow will bring, but we don't have a lot of money in our cap. So I know we were looking for the Honey Badger. I don't know if they're going to get him because I just don't know, due to the fact, ladies and gentlemen, we probably need to get some veteran receiver out there. Julio Jones is out there, and I think he probably wants a lot of money. I don't know, but we need a veteran receiver. So, Tyler, the Steelers are notorious for good draft and really good receivers in later rounds. Yes, I think AB was a 6th rounder, and yes, you are absolutely right. He was a 6th rounder, and the last first round pick lately in the first round of receivers was Santonio Holmes. So that's how long ago a number 1 receiver was taken on the board. But I believe this year is a lot of receivers. Like next year will be a lot of quarterbacks. So it all depends. And I'm going to gear up for that. Jones would be a nice pickup. Yes. That nose tackle. Is that the nose tackle from Georgia? That guy is 6'6", 340 pounds and runs a 4.7. Hey, Maine Gino, how you doing? Thanks for tuning in to the Triple B Dynasty, Black and Gold Dynasty. Look, I just I love the Steelers season. I love this free agency week. But like Louis said, like it was the biggest signings ever in Steeler history. I believe they signed over $82 million in signings this week. It is unheard of. The Pittsburgh Steelers are trying to do. I think our guys will have a half decent. Nate, do you think they'll go after Desmond Ridder from the Bearcats? Nate, I don't think they're going to take a quarterback now in that first round. I believe maybe since we lost 3 receivers, if there's a speed demon, you're right, Gino, they are making some moves. I think they're going to get a receiver now, but I wanted them to get a nose tackle or a defensive tackle. I was honestly, guys, I was okay with Mason Rudolph this year. I didn't want to sell the farm to get Russell Wilson and Aaron Rodgers like everybody thought. And you're right, I never seen it like this before. Gino, it's never been like this before. This is unheard of in the Pittsburgh Steelers free agency history. They might have signed 1 or 2, like they signed Kevin Green and made a trade for Jerome Bettis, and maybe they signed James Ferrier, and sometimes that's it. They've never done this. So I think, honestly, they'll be competitive. I think they got players at a good price. And that's what we need. We want players that want to play for the Pittsburgh Steelers organization. And we got them for a couple years, and every single one of those guys are young. So, look, if we can build our defense to get into the top five defense back in the NFL, because we're going to have to compete in the AFC North with those quarterbacks now that are fast, mobile, young, and can throw. TJ Watt in the defense has to put pressure on every single one of them. I don't think that was a good. They paid him too much money, Troy. And you know what? He's going to be welcome. He was 4-12 with the Texans. I just think that he's not worth all that. He's got a lot of civil unrest and he'll probably be suspended for some games. And I just think that it was a bad signing by Cleveland. But you know what? Who cares? Yes, yes, Julio is a free agent. I don't know if the Pittsburgh Steelers can afford him, but we do have some money under our cap. So, guys, I mean, we're gonna give this. This is we're playing with house money right now. And if anybody bitches about what the Steelers done in this offseason, to me, they're not Steeler fans because you can't bitch about this. They have signed people that they needed in these positions, in these key positions. Okay, Mitch Trubisky might prove something to somebody, to everybody. And I know 93 to fan. I don't know, that Filipponi guy was bashing him, and Filipponi probably never threw a football in his goddamn life. You know what I mean? And it could have been under a different system, okay, and maybe stuff could happen. Ladies and gentlemen, Antonio Brown played well for the Steelers, so it must have been something sprinkled in that water because he went crazy everywhere else. So, I look, I don't like Tomlin, but he is a winner, and maybe he could do something, and he had to do something, and he got these people signed, and then now for the draft, I don't know what they're going to do. It's going to be it's a very exciting time. And I appreciate all you guys for tuning in because it's going to be an exciting time on here. Okay? I think hey, Chris Taylor, I think they did fantastic too. And I appreciate, for popping in, Chris. And I want to get down and hear you sing, Chris. So, and if anybody's listening, listen to Chris Taylor's band, Shattered, I believe. So they're in Westmoreland County. Anything, my heart, or we're still waiting for Aaron Smith to come back. Oh, Beth, Aaron Smith is not coming back, but God bless you. Aaron Smith was such a deserving defensive lineman, and he worked his ass off, and that's why that Steeler defense was so good. So it was awesome, and hopefully 2022 the Steeler defense can tighten it up a little bit and get that run defense back into the top 10 because they need defense, and that's probably what's going to carry them is defense and ball control because everybody else is going to be a high-powered offense in the AFC North, and we were going to have a better defense than all three of those other teams. And Cleveland just spent the whole world for Deshaun Watson, and I don't know why. I don't care. He's got too much stuff going on. I don't want that stuff. We don't have any drama now in the Pittsburgh Steelers. I think we're going to be focused. I think we're going to be – who was the corner they signed? Lee Wallace, I believe, from the Buffalo Bills, who was a former teammate of Fitzpatrick. So, but also, look, it's going to be an exciting season, and you're going to get this from me every time, win or lose. Yes, we did sign Witherspoon. It's okay. You can tease all you want, Beth. I appreciate your support. Look, this is the only YouTube channel that does all these different type shows, and the Triple B Black and Gold Dynasty is one of the shows that we put on our channel. And if you haven't subscribed to the Triple B Experience on YouTube, please do. Tell your friends. We have a whole bunch of stuff. We have unscripted. We have interviews. We just had an interview with the Gavel, David Lawless, who talked about Batman, which was phenomenal. And I actually bought a Batman comic book today. But if you haven't subscribed, please do. We'll talk Steelers football again. I appreciate everybody for tuning in, and I love to talk Steelers football. And I got all this stuff out because there was a lot of newsworthy stuff in the Steelers this week, and I didn't want to let it go anymore. And I know it's Friday night, and people are partying and doing whatever. I'm an old man. I don't party like I used to, maybe sometimes. But I appreciate everybody that jumped on my Facebook page, that jumped on the YouTube channel. If you haven't subscribed to the Triple B Experience, please do. Hey, Steve, how you doing? So, like I said, please hit like, subscribe, and join us. Because join me on the Triple B double. No, it's not double. I get so excited. The Triple B Black and Gold Dynasty. I have so many shows I can't remember them all. So, hey, thanks, Lou. I'm trying. I really am. I'm trying to get stuff focused and try to be more motivated to do YouTube stuff and try to do social media and try to get better and better and better being an old man. I wish I was a 14-year-old kid. I'd be a guru, but that's not the case. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Thank you. And if you haven't, please subscribe to the Triple B Experience where you can see all this stuff. And thank you, Gino. And thanks, everybody. And you guys have a great night. And this was the Triple B Black and Gold Dynasty, episode 2, where we talk free agency. And it's also going to be on. Thanks, Troy. I'm going to put this on Spotify also, so you can listen to it in your car. And I'm just trying to do a lot of stuff for our YouTube channel. And I appreciate all the support, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Have a great night and a better tomorrow. I love everybody. It just hang in there. Go Steelers. Woo!